I made a recording already of this entire video. I'm talking half an hour, just completely in the bin because it wasn't picking up my microphone. Why? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, didn't mean to start off the video with a bit of a complaint, but let's get down to it. Hello, everyone. Yahya here. Today we are, as you saw in the title and the thumbnail, going through my 100% completion for Silent Hill F. Was that YouTube enough for you? Now, normally, like, I've never made a 100% completion video, let alone 100% completion. Like, the last game that I got 100% completion was the Platinum Trophy for Rematch, and then the one before that was Little Nightmares 2. And I think I made another one before that. I just don't remember what it was. Anyway, I was gonna do the same thing for Silent Hill F on PlayStation. You know, if you watch my original playthrough, I went through that game, you know, the first, not the whole game, just the first playthrough episodically on PlayStation. And I had gotten a lot of trophies that you'd normally get for finishing the game for the first time. But then I looked at what the game looked like on my PC and I was like, yo, bro, I really want to go back and play this on my PC to get the other endings. I need to play it and finish it on PC. So I got the game on PC, and in this video is going to show you my journey in getting 100%. I don't have anything scripted or planned or anything like that. I'm just going to kind of freestyle it, so hope you enjoy and strap yourselves in. Silent Hill F is a horror survivor, resource management, psychological puzzle-based game. I know, a lot of word vomit, but put that together and you get this beautiful looking game with incredible sound design, incredible character design, including like the boss fights and a lot of the monsters around. But what's also really, really fun is the gameplay mechanics, and that was an important factor in allowing me to play the game over and over again to get the 100% completion. Now, as for the achievements, the way they're structured is, as this Steam guide that I found made by Kero follows a run-based structure in which you go through getting the achievements in each run specifically. What makes this a very glaring case is the fact that some of the collectible items are locked behind specific reruns. Now, as Kero suggests, the coming home to roost ending, which is the first ending you get by playing the game for the first time once, done and done. You just enjoy it, go through with it, and some of the achievements will fall onto you without even trying. And so that's what I did through my playthrough, which you can find in a playlist that I linked down in the description if you are interested in that. So with that in mind, let's just jump into it. As I've said, I've completed the game originally on a episodic playthrough that I did on the YouTube channel. So that's where I completed the game for the first time and got the story achievements as you go through each chapter. No, it's meant to be. I got a trophy for that. What was it? Fleeing hare, like a fleeing hare rabbit. Okay. He's just gonna keep walking, isn't he? Of course he is. The farewell party. Look at my arm. God. Okay, back to the Dark Shrine, I guess, right? The dangerous path. Plucked wings. If this is supposed to be parting on good terms, we're back here? I don't even know what you just said. Okay. Solar and lunar eclipse. But if I'm already dead, the path of self-preservation, which is what I did. The path of exaltation. Okay, looks like we just swapped places after she killed me. Is that it? Is that it? She can't get hit anymore. Oh my god. That was really fun. This part right here is kind of low-key reminding me of mouthwashing with all the mouthwash. But instead it's pills and how crazy it's going. Look at the FOV. This is crazy. Is that police? Did Hinako overdose? Is that what this story is about? She died from overdosing. Wait, no, that's me.
それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。羽倉町一から県警本部。被疑者が服用する際に口からこぼしたカプセル薬を敷地内から採取。
Or maybe it wasn't me. And Junko was actually taking the pills as well. If it is Junko. What? Oh my god. Coming home to roost. Things carried over to New Game Plus. Faith, stat upgrades, non-puzzle documents, and journal information. Certain key items. Obtain the Memori. You can now create new save data from the complete game. By beginning the game New Game Plus with the data from completed game, you can experience changes to the story. Changes to the story and have the chance to fulfill specific conditions to unlock new endings. You will also be able to play on the hard difficulty setting Lost in the Fog. Holy! Oh my god. That's exciting. That is so exciting. From now on, I streamed each attempt, apart from one, which we'll talk about in a second. But for this one specifically, I then went for the next ending that was listed on the view ending screen, which was the Fox's Wedding ending. This ending required you to not take any of the red capsules up until the EY family residence, or Shu's house, in other words. Cutscene? No. Why am I getting a cutscene? No. Don't do this. Let's not do this. Oh, is this because I... Is this because I didn't take any? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting so many chills. Yo! That is sick! Reach the UI residence without taking a single capsule. Yes, bro. That is sick. Find and purify, or do not obtain the sacred sword, which had you essentially going around following these photo journal clues to find specific items to put on 5 Jizo statues around the map. I think that's how you pronounce it, Jizo statues. Is that? Which once you complete the last one, which is on the way to Rinko's house, you then make your way back to the Divine Tree, which if you find for the first time, you also get an achievement for locating it, and then you obtain the sacred sword. Oh my god. Oh yeah, of course you would do this to me. Ever since we first found this tree, I've been completely like curious about this. Look at the leaves blowing towards me. Oh my goodness. I've got so many chills on my back. Oh my god. Look at it, it's a katana. I can't stop getting chills on my back. All my hairs are just up right now. Okay, where did you put it? That kind of took me out of the immersion a little bit. Sacred sword. Oh my god. Oh, look, it's red now because of the thing, I'm pretty sure. I guess I don't. You know, that gave me chills. Oh wait, I do get it back. It just won't have its abilities? Probably? Oh, and also Hote-sama. I forgot to mention that. On the Fox's Wedding ending, during the main hall Dark Shrine section, since you have the Bruges already available, you can unlock specific seals around the map throughout the game that you're playing. And in this specific case, if you open this door, it will lead you to this garden-like area, and that's where you obtain Hote-sama and complete the puzzle to get the Crimson Water. Yes, this room. This was another one. Whoa. What? What the... Excuse me? What is this place? So can I not use it to purify it then? Is that what you're saying? Is this going to be a matter of choice of like... Oh. Obtained the small... there it is. What did this do for us? But once you got all of that under your belt, you make your way to the Shimizu residence, continue the game as normal, completing the puzzles. There is one other final hidden omamori here, in which I completely missed. That I get later once I found out how to. But doing so and then going to the final Dark Shrine visit after our Fogtown Hinako gets sent there, after confronting the Hinoka monster, you are met with the final boss fight. Is she gonna fight me like that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. New boss fight? We finally get to see Shu Monster? This is so sick. Oh my goodness. What is this? There we go. Second try. But I do still want to see what happens. There's the trophy. There's... Damn. Complete all the game puzzles with difficulty set to lost in the fog. Now, what I hadn't realized is that there's a challenge achievement tied to this as well, as is with most of the other boss fights. For example, Sakuko's first boss fight, you are to not get hit by any of the bells. Rinko's boss fight, I think you are to not get hit by any of the exploding Rinko monsters. And in your parents' boss fight, you are supposed to beat the father first before the mother, which actually just ends the boss fight. You don't need to fight the mom at all after that. And then Hinako's boss fight involves you defeating her without dying once, as you can come back to life multiple times and you get multiple chances, right? In this case, you are to beat the puppet master without getting hit by the arrows once. I didn't realize this until later. It was a tedious achievement. Like, it's such an easy thing to do, but it's also really easy to mess up, and I messed it up quite a few times. Obviously you can just restart the save or reload the save, but just the fact that you miss it was just infuriating. If you saved right as you obtained the sacred sword, you could then reload that save, choose not to purify the sword, make your way to the end. You instead of fighting the puppet master, fight the nine-tailed fox. I mean, I'm fine with this being the boss fight because it means I get to at least use the sword in the fight. Damn, that didn't take that long at all. Yo, wait a minute. What? What? Oh my god. Yo! Oh my god. This is unbelievably tough. Yeah, look at him. And in this boss fight, the challenge is to essentially defeat all of these shadow versions of the monsters that you typically fight around the game before completing the boss fight. Very easy stuff, nothing too crazy, like the Puppet Master dodging arrows one. Anyway, the monsters are really easy to defeat, maybe 1-2 hits, and then for the bigger ones you go a bit more than 3. But once you do that and get the ending, that's another 2 achievements under your name. Oh, there we go. Defeat all the summoned monsters. To think we're not done yet is crazy. We've had, bro, it feels like I've played so many different games. It feels like I've played like 4 different Silent Hills, which then left me with 2 more endings. The true final ending, Ebisu Gaoka in Silence, or the jokey, goofy UFO ending. There it is. And they should play a little... Yeah, look at that. That's so weird. Here's the poster. 2. That's so goofy. I love it. There's something so uncanny about that. Lovely. Movie review of The Great Space Invasion. Damn. Cut through the alleyways towards Ebisu Middle School. What the hell is this? What the hell?
やはりこれは奴らの仕業かもしれない。そう、宇宙人だよ。奴らは地球をずっと狙っている。そして隙あらば人間をさらい入れ替わっているんだ。
What is this? I first thought it was like kind of jokey.
の髪の毛を集めて自分の枕に入れてたことがある。
こういうのおまじないで夢くらい見たっていいでしょ。サクコがブラをつけ始めたのは小6の新学期から。ひなことリンコは小5の夏休み。
What is that information? Deserved. Is that a dog in the UFO? What is going on? Some parts of that. There we go, we got it. What was that ending? That is so funny. Oh my days. Okay, let's skip this, maybe? Maybe no, we don't. Okay. Once I completed that, I noticed that because I reloaded the save to get the Fox Wets His Tail ending, that meant that I had 2 separate saves with each ending essentially, and I didn't like that. I just wanted all the endings plastered into one save. So what I did was, whilst going for the hunt on the final achievements that I still had, the lingering ones, specifically collectibles, or maybe some missable ones, like for example, catching up with the Hinaka monster 3 times once you're chasing it down towards the fog town after it had killed your parents, or the Puppet Master 3 arrows one, or the secret Omamori that was essentially the last hidden Omamori that I hadn't found, including the Hound. But the secret one was in the Shimizu residence in an area that wasn't shown in the map but was accessible after you had unlocked the door with the fletchling key. Whilst doing those and progressing the story and also getting the Fox Wets His Tail ending again, I went around each section getting whatever collectibles or leveling up Omamori slot, abilities let's as go. much as possible to try and get the Close to the Sun achievement, which was just maxing out your levels, and then all the Omamori achievements, which was buying off every single Omamori in the shop, or I call it the shop, but the Hokora.
There was a breakout streamer called the Bird Peanut, and he was getting insane view botting allegations.
I call view botting the loser's topic. That's what I call it.
So I just used this run as a cleanup run, call it achievement hunt, going around getting every achievement that I still had left, which went really smoothly, surprisingly. I mean, I guess some of that is thanks to the difficulty that I was playing at, because I hadn't played casual on the action difficulty as well as hard on puzzle yet, so going around doing it on that difficulty just made things a lot easier and quicker. There we go. Bro, how did I miss this?
John's first interrogation had gone almost perfectly, leaving detectives with little they could use against him, their friends and family, unaware that John had already influenced them. Of his child, he had already made sure she wouldn't say too much. Fear, and their shared child, would be enough to keep her quiet.
And after getting each one of these missing achievements that I had, I was finally at the final playthrough that I had to do for this game to get 100% completion. And that is with the final 3 achievements, which are all tied to getting the Ebisu Gaoka in Silence ending. Now for this ending, the criteria involves you not taking any red pills, purifying the sword, getting 2 other endings completely, and most importantly, offering the brooch or however in the world you spell that thing. So this is how we get the final ending, the final condition for the final ending. Let's just rehash. 2 endings complete, purified sword, no what's it called? Pills. This is new, so I'm just gonna...
私がこれを受け取るのにふさわしいかどうか考える時間が欲しいのです。
There it is. I just spoke into the microphone while I was still muted. And once you had offered that up, you get an achievement for doing so, leaving you with 2 more achievements. One being a challenge in the boss fight, which was one of the coolest boss fights I've ever seen. Really fun as well. But essentially the boss fight just involved you beating both bosses in under 10 minutes. You could easily do this by just making this in the easiest difficulty after you've had completed those difficulty challenge, but I wanted to save in the hardest difficulty, so I did it on Lost in the Fog for both puzzle and action. And once you had defeated them and gotten that achievement, roll the credits, get the post-credit scene, and once you're taken to the save menu to save your final New Game Plus save, you get the final achievement, Ebisu Gaoka in Silence. My gosh, bro. He's a lot more... Is it just me, or is he's just a lot more aggressive? Okay. And then the other one comes in, I'm guessing. Whoa! No, wait! Am I gonna switch and fight the other one? What? What?
私の悩みを笑っていいのは未来の自分だけだ。彼の思いに応えることで。
What is this fight? Okay. I'm locked in, bro. I hate every single one of those. I even got the trophy. Thank God. But aren't I still dead? Why do I have the arm? Aren't you guys dead though?
琴雪さんみたいに生きてみたい。
We're going to Sakuko's shrine.
静かだね。こんな静かな恵比寿ヶ丘は初めてかも。ここは私たちだけの静寂の恵比寿ヶ丘だね。
So this is supposed to be the afterlife or something along them lines. It's just that their version of it is Ebisugaoka in silence, as in like there's no one there. This is just like the drawing of the two kids sitting on top of the Torii gate, isn't it? But yeah, all that's left now is to make the video on the 100% completion, which, I mean, the trophy should pop up soon. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of that video. You know, this is the final trophy. So, if you're watching this on the 100% completion video, yeah, we made it. We got all the achievements. It should pop up any second now. There it is. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream and the video that you're watching right now. I'm gonna make the save right here. There it is. Look at the bird. What? That's so cool. So as you can see right here, Silent Hill F, you've unlocked all achievements, 56 out of 56, 100%. And then right to the completed list it goes. Right next to Steins Gate Zero and FNAF. I still got a bunch of games available, but that was my 100% completion journey for Silent Hill F. Now, the game was really, really fun, extremely fun. From game mechanics to visuals to sound design. I probably already mentioned this before. I completely forgot because I've already recorded this before, but my audio wasn't being picked up, so I had to record it a second time, and now I'm probably mixing my memories of both recordings of what I said on each one. But it doesn't matter. The point comes across the same. Silent Hill is complete. And if you want to see more, let me know. Again, I freestyled all this, so I don't know what kind of structure I was going for. Whether to keep it more of like a guide or more of a personal experience. But I think I did a bit of both. But yeah, I don't have anything more to say. I do plan on finishing some other games that I have lined up, as you saw on my Steam. So if you are interested in seeing me completing those, then let me know. Otherwise, this has been me. The usual subscribe, like, share that you've heard a million times on YouTube. Or just do whatever you want, really. As long as you know, take care.